Yo, what up, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? How was everybody's Memorial Day weekend? Hopefully, you guys had a long weekend and is well rested. Because, I was not. I was out there hustling like always, baby. Meeting new people, passing out business cards, letting people know about my businesses that I got going on, Get Motivated Clothing, and the Players Lounge Barbershop in LA, 7364 Melrose Ave, on the hottest street in LA, Melrose Ave, down the street from Marathon Burger. Anyways, man, today I had something on my mind that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about for us parents, us adults who have children, and the best thing we can do for our children. The best thing we can do for our children, what do you think that would be? It's something that a lot of people wish they had, their parents did, but maybe no one told you this. Maybe you never heard it before. But the best thing we can do for our kids, besides raise them right, to have, good character, to, be responsible, be an overall good parent. Good person. And that comes with being a good parent. Lead by example. Besides all those things, having morals, what we should do and what we need to start doing, and is how we can give a boost, a little boost for our kids, something that probably you wish you had, a little boost. Wouldn't it be nice to just have 200,000, 500,000, a million left behind or left for you? We got to leave things for our kids, man. That gives them a little boost. When it's your turn to want to buy a house or something like that, wouldn't you had like that your parents put away money for you for a down payment? Set up some kind of savings plan for you so you can buy that house? Not have to come up with $100,000, $200,000 just to buy a decent home? Wouldn't you have wanted that? So, as a parent, don't you think it's your job to possibly give that to your kids? Maybe it doesn't need to be 100,000, 200,000. Even if you can give them like 50,000, 25, leave them something. See, the whole thing is we want to leave our kids something. Leave them something. Leave them a home. For me, what I did was I got my kids set up with a savings plan. I also got them, life insurance if something happens to me. If something happens to me, my kid's gonna be rich right off the bat. Right off the bat. Rich. But I don't want to leave just yet. I need to be here for them. So, but just in case something does happen to me, the kids will be left with something right off the bat. But other than that, I left them life insurance. I'm going to leave them a home. I'm going to leave them a business. I got a savings for them. So they said, if you really want to show off and stunt, have your kids right. That's a way to show off and stunt. That's the way to show people that you're on, that you're really trying to do something with your life, that you're really somebody with some character. Leave your kids something. Leave them behind. My kids, when I'm gone, my kids, they're going to have a house. They're going to take my house. They're going to have a business that I'm going to teach them to run, that I'm slowly teaching them to run. I'm going to leave all this stuff, besides the cash, I'm going to leave all this stuff for them to have at the end of the day. for them to be okay. Just in case, their careers or whatever they're trying to do in life didn't take off. At least they have a little something on the side, like the businesses that I set up for them to run and take over and either grow it or just keep on managing it, get their, you know, get a little side money. I don't know. Depends on how far they take it. Could be a little side money or it could be something that they could grow and end up giving it to their kids. But at the end of the day, I know I did my job as a parent just to leave them something. I'm gonna leave them something. I hope I hope what I leave is enough for all the kids for them to be able to get a home, live a comfortable life. My thing is I'm trying to leave them something so when they get older, they can live a comfortable life without all these struggles that we go through. So, my advice to you parents out there that have kids, stop trying to live outside of your means and buy things that you really can't afford. Buy your kids stuff that really don't matter. They're young, you buy them designer clothes and all that. See, let me tell you a little story about me growing up and seeing what happened, how this affected kids. So growing up, I didn't have all the Jordans and all the name brand stuff, but there was a lot of kids around me that did. Throughout high school, they always had the fresh J's, always had the clean clothes. That was because their moms or dad, their parents was buying them all this stuff to make them look good. They wasn't really looking out for their future. They just wanted to make their little son and daughter look clean and be the flyest at school. And they enjoyed it when they was kids, but when it was time to hit the real world, they had nothing to show for it. Them same people who was out there with mommy and daddy money, with the clothes, the Jordans, the J's, the name brand, and all that stuff, them same people are right now, years and years later, are bums because they don't have mommy and daddy money to spend anymore. They don't got mommy and daddy holding their hand anymore to buy them their Jordans and their designer, buy them a car, set them up with a house, set them up with this and that. They don't have mommy and daddy's gone. Not physically gone, but they gone. I mean, they're not taking care of you no more. So all they did was hurt their child by doing all. My bad, we cut out, but I'm back. Like I was saying, all those parents did was hurt their child. They hurt their child because they gave their child everything without having the real structure of how to earn shit and how to make shit happen. So when they got of an older age and their parent wasn't able to afford to really keep up taking care of their kid and give them all those Jordans and keeping up that lifestyle, and the kid got out there on his own, guess what? They wasn't able to really make any moves and make it happen. And then you wasted all that time, all them years, just so your kid could look fly without really putting money away from them so they can buy them a home, go to college, pay for a car. I mean, just give them a little bit of financial freedom, just a little bit of financial freedom, just a little bit. They out here trying to figure it out on their own because you as a parent didn't make the right decision and spend money in the right places. You just was focused on making your children look good, having them fly, so other parents can tell you, oh, your son look cute or your daughter look cute. We got on that fly shit, that name brand shit, just so you can impress other people. That's what you did. You was just out there to impress other people. They didn't even and all that stuff didn't even matter. You was out there doing all this to impress others. You think a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old cared about that stuff? Nah, they don't care about that stuff at that age. Wearing name brand stuff like that. Wearing Gucci and Prada and Balenciaga at the age of 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on now. That's crazy. And that's another subject that I need to talk about. These people thinking that they got money just because they dress in that those nice name brand stuff. That ain't money. That ain't money. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna have an episode where I tell you what people with money, how they act, how they really, treat those clothes that, we try to be out and keep up with them and wear. But anyways, that ain't no money. But you guys are hurting your children more than you're helping them by spending that kind of money on BS stuff instead of setting them up for their future. Do you know there's plans right now that if you it's annuities that you can create and put away $500 a month since your child is born. You put $500 away a month, and by the time he is 30, he or she is 30 years old, they can retire. They can retire making $10,000, $12,000 a month tax free because their parents put away $500 a month for 30 years. I mean, if you really think about it, that's not much. I mean, but you don't even have to go to the extreme, put $500 a month. You can put 250, 200, 100, do something. But I'm saying you can set your children up for retirement by making certain investments, because you're going to spend that money on other shit. So why wouldn't you spend the money to do that for your children? There's different things you can do out there. You need to educate yourself. Educate yourself. There's different avenues, different savings plans, insurances that you can do to help your kid out, put the money away, and have them financial free. Wouldn't you wish that your parents would have did that for you? So why aren't you doing that for your kid? Why don't you even do something as simple as a life insurance? $25 a month. You spend that on a soda. On soda. Just do the simple shit. Because if something happens to you, God forbid, that's a cool little, yeah, it's gonna hurt that you're gone, but it's a cool little to just get 100,000, 200,000, a million, depending on what plan you get, just to set up your kid just so they can have a head start. Because me, I'm gonna try to leave as much as I can to my kids. I'm a mean well, but at the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever they do with the money and the property or whatever I leave them. But that's they bad. I mean, that they choice. And if they fuck off the money, then that's them. I'm dead. I already did my part. That's all I can do. I meant well to leave them something. But they fuck it off, they fuck it off. But I'm dead, so whatever. I ain't gonna come. Maybe come back and haunt them or something. But yeah, I meant well. I'm gonna leave them something. They fuck it off. Oh well. It is what it is. I meant well. I try to do well. I try to set them up. And they fucked it off. That's on them. But can't do it on that. It is what it is. But anyways, that's my little message to y'all. Let y'all know, maybe, this get you'll open your mind to certain things and get you thinking to kind of set up your kids, man. That's the best thing you can do for your kids, is leave something for them, set them up for, so they don't fail in life, because it's all hard out here. It's hard to be financially free. It's hard to even just live out here, especially in California. It's just hard out here, but it's hard out here in the world, period. So we just got to do any little thing that can help our kids, any little boost that you can give them to get to that goal or live a happy, healthy, stress-free life, just by doing those little things, man. It's just the little things that you can do by having a kid to set your kids up for their future. So think about that. Instead of buying those $500 Balenciaga shoes that they want, to think about what that money can do in an investment for their future. Because I know a lot of people that had their mommies and daddies buy them all that shit when they was a kid. And right now they are bums and they're lost when they could have probably used that help. All right? Think about it. Peace.